Audio test. Audio test. Good afternoon, EPSL Nation. We have quite a special matchup today as we get a rematch of the NFC Championship game from last year's playoffs. We have Clovis East traveling to St. Joseph to take on the Spartans. Clovis East currently sitting at 4-7. As the Spartans are 9-2. This is a big revenge game for the Spartans. After taking a loss 2 weeks ago, well, now 3 weeks ago, they really want to make sure they add this one into the win column. Looks like the Spartans are going to kick this ball off first. We're going to get this game underway. So that ball is returned up to the 28-yard line as Clovis East sends their offense on the field. Looks like Gregory Sanders is still manning their offense. Current reigning Super Bowl champion, or runner-ups, as Folsom beat them in that Super Bowl. First down is going to be a 1-yard rush that Brewer is going to meet Brent Torres, their leading rusher in this league right now. Probably won't be for long until Marcella out of Folsom plays, but Sanders makes a throw on 2nd and 9, and that's going to be tackled by Jackson. Looks like number 15 was the target. So they're up to the 38. It's going to be a trips formation. It's going to be a handoff. It's met after 2 yards. The Spartans are going to try and stack this box. It's going to be another run. They were just bluffing that stack. Looks like a lot of them dropped off for coverage, and that left Torres with a wide open lane. Gets them up to the 48-yard line and has them a fresh set of downs already. Under center for Sanders. He'll make some adjustments and hand this ball off again. Stretch out wide. It's going to get them 8 yards. Looks like Pollock's in on that tackle. Switching the gun formation now. It's going to be a throw for Sanders. Has a crawl route to his tight end. It's going to get him up to the opposing 36-yard line. So in the border of field goal range. See what Clovis East says here. Gonna stretch it out wide on first down. Have 7 yards. Takes them inside the 30. So their first drive is going perfectly as they're relying on a good mixture of the run and pass. So it looks like we have a flag here. A false start. It's gonna hurt the momentum a little as Coach Tomlin's clearly frustrated with that. So Sanders is going to make some adjustments. He's going to have to scramble though as Spartans send pressure, and it looks like Jackson's blazing speed is going to catch up to Sanders and get him for not a 6-yard loss, an 8-yard loss, and get the sack. So now Clovis is backed up to the 42. Likely going to pass it here on 3rd and 16. Tries a screen pass. Looks like Brady got leveled there. But thankfully Weinrich was waiting on the edge to make that tackle. The Spartans hold Clovis East on the 31-yard line. So they're going to send out their field goal unit to try and attempt 3 here. And that's going to be good. So they're going to get on the board first with a field goal, making their lead 3-0. So now they're going to kick the ball off to Robinson, who cuts and gets stuck behind a blocker, so he's tackled at the 26-yard line. So it looks like Coach East is having a word with Prust there, as we can see his stats on the year. An 18-8 touchdown to interception ratio is a little bit high for him at this point in the season, but that's been a result of changing a couple different schemes and formations. So see how the Spartans look today as Russ makes an accurate first down throw to Charon on the in route. That is a good 15 yards. Single back look here. We play action. Throwing it deep. Oh! And it looks like Prust had Robinson on the streak, but just sailed that ball a tiny bit. A handoff on 2nd down. Duckworth able to find a crease and get 4 yards, making 3rd down a bit more manageable. So the Spartans are going to come out in a split backfield look. That's going to throw it quickly. And that's going to be caught by Robinson with sure hands. Gets that 1st down and takes him across the midfield stripe. Looks like a simple little curl route was all they needed. See what the play call is here on 1st down. Going to throw out a single back look. Robinson again with 7 yards on an out route. So they're going to stay with this formation. Instead, going to hand this ball off. And Duckworth is going to have a good chunk of yards on the 1st down. Hitting the 3-minute mark of this 1st quarter. Spartans on the 34-yard line. So they're going to try handing it off again. This time Duckworth's going to be met in the backfield. So they're going to change it up and come out in the gun. Going to drop back. Scrambling. Oh, and he makes a move, gets the 1st down and more. Inside the red zone and all the way up to the 11-yard line. We saw it a lot last week, but he is just so crafty at getting out of the pocket and turning it into a positive. So you saw that edge was right near him. Instead, he's able to turn that into a major run. Jumbo set here for the Spartans. Going to be a handoff to Duckworth, who finds a good lane and gets 8. So coming out in the gun again. Going to throw it. Throw it to his running back, who's actually going to get met for a 1-yard loss. Looks like they were expecting that. So they're going to have a 3rd and short on the 5-yard line. I was going to have to scramble. He dives for the end zone, and he breaks the plane and has the touchdown. His 7th on the season. So in the waning seconds of this first quarter, the Spartans are able to notch on the first touchdown of the day. Long sustained drive there from the Spartans. So they answer with points of their own as they kick this ball back to Clovis. Getting some decent blocks there gets them up to the 31-yard line. Looks like Sanders is going to come out in a gun doubles look. I'm trying to run it on first down, but looks like Coldwell came in for a major tackle for loss. So, Torres didn't even have a chance. So that takes us to the end of the first quarter. The Spartans leading at 7-3. Flipping the field now. Clovis coming out on the 27-yard line. An I formation. Torres basically met at the line of scrimmage though. Gets nearly a yard there. So it's going to be 3rd and 12. Sanders going to throw it. And he's going to have to just get rid of this one as the pressure came through immediately. So Clovis East goes 3 and out. Gonna punt this one off. Duckworth, who's gonna call for the fair catch at the 29-yard line. Where this offense is gonna come out. Oh, so correction, it was his 6th rushing touchdown on the season. Nonetheless, quite impressive, and he ranks among the top 3. He's gonna throw it on first down. He's gonna get just back to the line of scrimmage. Making some changes to his play here as he throws an out route, which is caught with one hand by J.D. Charon. He didn't even need to make the one-handed catch, but he just wanted to show off in front of this home crowd. Maybe a run on first down. It's met after 2 yards. Spartans are up to the 42-yard line now. Play action. It's going to be a throw to Robinson. It's only going to net them 1 extra yard. So they're going to have a 3rd and medium here from the almost a logo. Just sent across Rojas. Rojas gonna have to scramble because the pressure's right there, but he can't get a throw off. Looks like 97 Parker got him for the sack. So after a first down of their drive, Spartans are gonna have to punt this ball back. So now Clovis is going to start their drive from the 17-yard line. As you can see, Torres already at 950 rushing yards on the season. So theoretically, with a good game today, he could break that 1,000-yard threshold. Spartans are going to try and stop that. As Sanders is going to scramble for 13 yards there. Have a first down and more. Doesn't look like the D-line could catch up to him. It's going to come out under center now. Making some adjustments at the line. Going to hand this ball to Torres. Gets 3. Tampa's 1 on that tackle. Another handoff. It's going to get met right before the first down marker. So Clovis East is going to have a 3rd and short. High formation. Going to hand it off. And he's going to have the first down. And extra, he finds a crease and already has 50 yards on the day. That was his 10th rush. So he's averaging 5 yards a carry right now. The Spartans are going to have to find a way to contain him. They want to kill these offensive drives. Punch look for Sanders. He's going to try and throw it. First down throw is going to get knocked out of 87's hands. Sanders going to try and throw again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the same target for a first down. So they're on the 33-yard line, and they continue this drive. So we hit the 4:50 mark in the 2nd quarter. Is looking for a lane, but it's only going to get 2 there. So 2nd and 8 for this offense. Looking to throw now. Gonna try and scramble, but D'Lo and Brewer combine for the sack. Driving him back 10 yards. Looks like D'Lo is going to get credited with that sack. So the Spartans are showing some pressure here. Sanders going to throw it on a screen pass, but the Spartans were ready for it this time, as Andrews makes that quick tackle. So now Clovis is on the very edge of field goal range. Let's see what they decide to do here. Gonna attempt a field goal from the 38. It's up. And good. So a 55-yard kick is good for Clovis East as they cut this lead down to 1. They left the Spartans with 2:53 left to work in this first half. Duckworth's going to return this one up to the 27. So Duckworth and Rojas in the split backfield, sending them out wide. Duckworth is going to get that catch for 2 yards. Correction, that was Rojas making the catch. I was going to throw it again. As Chara, or I think that might have been Jason, is for a 1-yard up. So it's going to be another 3rd and medium for St. Joseph. It's going to be crucial to see if they can convert here. So they send out 4 receivers. Throwing it out wide, and he's got Jason is for the first down. Looks like he had a linebacker on him in coverage. He just couldn't keep up with the All-American tight end. I was going to throw it again on first down and have a 7-yard hookup to Rojas. So their leading receiver getting his day rolling with that catch as Charon makes another hookup as the Spartans continue with this passing game. Clock continues to roll. We got 1:15 left. Running out to the far side, and that's going to be Jason is again. That stops the clock on the 39-yard line. I seemingly like this split backfield look. They're picking up blockers though, as Rojas with the impressive block, chip block, and then he broke off into a route which he picks up the first down. So we see the Spartans use their first timeout. Obviously sending the pressure, and Cross is just going to get this ball away as number 55 was right in his face. Quick throw. Going to be caught by Charon. That's his 5th of the day. Making this third down a little bit closer. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So Spartans use their second timeout. All right, let's see what the play call is here for the Spartans. 45 seconds left. Russ going to throw it over the middle, but that one's going to get batted down by the linebacker, who almost had a chance to pick this one. But luckily, wasn't able to come down with it. So the Spartans decide to take their 3 points as they attempt a field goal from the 28-yard line. It's up and good. So the Spartans lead goes back up to 4 points. Clovis has all 3 of their timeouts and 38 seconds to work with. Let's see how aggressive they are here before we get to this halftime. So you can see Torres only needs 15 yards now after that last drive. So he's almost assured to get it at this point, but they're not going to run it at all on this drive as they throw a quick in route for 6 yards and burn a timeout. So this time they come out in a 5 wide. Going to be caught on the edge and stepped out of bounds after 2 yards. So they don't have to use a timeout there, but it's going to force a 3rd down. Pressure getting through, and Sanders has to get rid of this ball. So instead of maybe coming away with any points, they have a 3 and out. Bunting is from the 29. Duckworth going to get a chance to return it and only get a couple extra. So they're at their 35-yard line. Plus might try and throw it up here. See if there's a quick out route, which is caught for an 8-yard gain. That's a good start for the Spartans. They didn't have to use their last timeout. So 4 receivers again. Throwing it to a receiver over the middle, Charon, but that ball's batted out of his hands and flung up in the air. So an incomplete pass forces a 3rd and 2. Likely the last play of the half, so Pruss is going to bomb this one deep. Ooh, and he didn't hook up with his target there. So that's going to bring us to halftime as the Spartans lead it 10-6. So the Spartans come out of the halftime getting the ball first. Duckworth on this return has a block, stiff arms a man, and gets all the way up to the 45-yard line. What an electric start for the Spartans offense. throwing to Robinson for a 7-yard hookup. So on the opposing 49-yard line now, it's going to be a quick RPO to Robinson that puts Prust over 100 yards on the day. Also moves the Spartans past the closer to field goal range. They go with a run here on first down. Duckworth breaking all sorts of tackles and gets 13 there on first down. Another run for Duckworth. That's only going to get 1 yard this time. Looks like they sent pressure. So now the Spartans decide to come out in an empty backfield look. Prust throwing it to his tight end. He's got 8 yards there. Gets them nearly to the first down marker. See if they use Duckworth here to try and pick up this first. They do. He's got the first and more as he bulldozes his way up to the 8-yard line. Duckworth coming out of this half with a vengeance. So the Spartans drive nearing the 4-minute mark. They hand it off again on first down. Duckworth trying to reach to the end zone, and he gets across. Touchdown, Spartans. He's flexing on that Clovis defense. He was responsible pretty much for this entire drive. He started it with that electric return. So the Spartans' extra point makes this an 11-point lead as the Spartans are leading it 17-6. This ball sent deep. Oh, and there's a fumble! And the Spartans recovering! When do you see that, folks? And it looks like the freshman Shook forces that fumble and gets the Spartans right on the edge of the red zone. Duckworth's going to get a handoff here on first down. It's only going to get them back to the line of scrimmage, though. So this offense gets set up in great field position because of the freshman Shook. And now they can push this one ahead to 14 points regardless. So on a 3rd and 6, they're on the 19-yard line now. Gonna be a throw for Prust. Throwing it to the back of the end zone, but that ball's going to get batted down. Looks like Prust was trying to be aggressive with that throw, but didn't put enough arc on it. So the Spartans are going to push this lead ahead to 14 if they make this field goal. And they do. So now they're up to 20 points on the day. Let's see if number 89 still is out returning this one. He doesn't get that catch as number 24 is the one on return. I believe that's Torres. No, Torres is number 21. Yeah, so Marcelo was actually leading going into today, but after this game, Torres is currently sitting a little bit ahead of him. Gonna get a play action. Ooh, and that's batted out of the hands of number 87. He's having a tough time hanging on to this ball. Looks like the Spartans are laying the hits down. Sanders is going to hand it off to Torres here. Brady's going to get him after 5 yards. So they're going to have a 3rd and medium here as Sanders comes out in an empty backfield look. Plenty of time in the pocket. He's got his tight end. Oh, not tight end. He's got number 19 for a curl route and the 1st down. So now Sanders is going to come out under center. Hand this ball off back to Torres. This one's not going to have that much success as it only nets 1 yard. Trying to run it again on 2nd down. But that only gets them a little bit closer as they get 2 there. So now they're forced with another 3rd down. Sanders going to throw it. Pressure coming through. Sanders going to try and scramble, but Royal read him like a book and met him where he was scrambling to. So he's going to get him for a sack. After only 1 first down, Clovis East is going to have to punt this ball. Duckworth breaks 1 tackle, manages to get a couple extra yards. You can see Duckworth hasn't been getting as many touches this season as he did last year when he led the league in yards and touchdowns, but it's partially due to a different look that the Spartans are coming out in. And partially, as you see, it's because Prust has been scrambling a bit more as he tries to scramble, but ends up losing a yard there. Duckworth's going to get a handoff on 2nd down. Gets 4 back for the Spartans. Third and 7 is going to be a pass. That's looking, got plenty of time in the pocket, but he scrambles again and has the 1st down. First down under center for James Prust. It's going to be a throw, however. He's going to scramble to the outside. Tries to slide, but the tackle gets to him a little bit before. Regardless, he's got a 1st down from nearly the midfield marker. Hand off to Duckworth, going to break a tackle. Ball forward for 3 yards, so about time for 1 more play here in this 3rd quarter. However, the Spartans don't decide to call another one as they end this quarter leading at 20-6. Prust throwing it quickly on 2nd and 7. It's got a 4-yard hookup. Didn't see the target there, but it draws them a little bit closer on 3rd down as they're going to come out in I formation. Play action, though. It's going to result in a sack, though, because Prust didn't see number 57 coming in from the blind side. That's going to force a Spartans punt as they try to hit him deep. So this ball is going to go out at the 12-yard line. you can see some sacks from the first half. However, the pass protection's been a little bit better here for Sanders in this second, but hasn't been able to convert to much success as they're going to come out in a 5-wide look here on first down. Decides to scramble immediately though, as Brady was spied up and gets him for a 1-yard loss. The pressure gets through again as Brewer gets his first sack of the day. His 18th on the season. Moves us under 10 minutes left in this game. 3rd and 16's a pass that's too low for number 19. It's like Carter was in coverage. So, backed up to their own end zone, they're going to have to punt this ball. Duckworth getting a chance to return this one. It's only going to get like 4 or 5 extra there. But the Spartans are starting in opposing territory, so let's see if they're able to put any more points on the board. Motioning Jason across. It's going to be a run. That's met at the line. So they're going to stick with this running game. However, it's not going to result in any extra yards as the Spartans are going to be stuck with a 3rd and 10. They're starting quickly. And he didn't have enough air under that one as Charon had his man beat. But his defender was able to get a hand up and interrupt that pass. That punt was nearly blocked. That's going to force an errant punt as it goes out of bounds at the 23. So both teams trading punts right now. Sanders taking the run on first down. He's going to throw it to number 36. So empty backfield look for Sanders. He's going to have to scramble as the pressure was nearly there. He's going to be able to turn that into a positive though as he gets this up to the 40. There's a handoff for Torres, but that's only going to get him 1 yard. Sanders looking to throw quickly. Camp's going to make that tackle after a couple yards. So we've gone under the halfway point of this 4th quarter. Clovis is facing a 3rd and 6 as they motion across number 87. They send him back to his original side. Sanders making a jump throw, and he has his man, number 15, for the first down. Looks like he was uncovered. Sanders just had to get the ball in his vicinity, and he was going to come down with that. So they're up to the opposing 43 now. 4:45 left in this game. And an errant throw on first down as he can't make the hookup with his target despite the diving effort. So they started in a bunch look and they're going to audible here. Throws it to the near side for his tight end. He's going to force a 3rd and medium from the 37-yard line. Gun look for Sanders. Oh, and that ball's batted up in the air. Number 19 had a hand on it, but looks like Carter absolutely laid a hit on him and sent that ball flying in the air. So Clovis is calling another audible here on 4th and 5. Gotta go for it. D'Lo pressuring Sanders, but Sanders is able to escape and get all the way up to the 21-yard line. The pocket held up just long enough for him to be able to get out and pick up that 1st down. So Torres is going to get a run and get 10 there. Not going to get the 1st, but inches short of it. Sanders throwing it across the field. Number 15 is met at the 1-yard line though. So Clovis is knocking on the door. We just go under 3 minutes. Sanders breaks the sack and is able to throw that ball away. So that stops the clock. Clovis coming out in an I formation. Gonna run it, and Torres is in for the touchdown. He's able to follow his blockers and get into that end zone. So now Clovis is going to add a field goal to make this a 7-point deficit. They're going to have to rely on their defense now if they want a chance to come back in this game. But let's see what the Spartans decide to do here with this drive in crunch time. Robinson gets the return up to the 27-yard line. Gun bunch for the Spartans. Jason is motioned to the outside. Spartans start with a throw. He's going to have his target Charon. That'll put him across the 50-yard mark. Bringing us close to the 2-minute warning. Spartans have to call one more play. And Duckworth is going to get met at the line of scrimmage, and that's where we hit the 2-minute warning. Another run for the Spartans, but that's only going to net 1 yard. So Clovis East calls a timeout, knowing they're able to force a Spartans punt. They send this ball back to Clovis East. It's going to call for a fair catch at the 23. So now Torres has eclipsed that 1,000-yard mark and added one more touchdown to his total. Quite impressive for this point in the season. Looking to throw. Throws it out wide to his running back. He's met by Brady at the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run though. Gonna try for a screen pass to Torres. Going to stay in bounds after breaking 2 tackles, and then is eventually forced out of bounds at the 40. 17-yard pickup on that screen. 4 receivers on the field for Clovis. Throws it quickly. And has his wide receiver for a 7-yard pickup. They use their second timeout, however. Ooh, and he throws an out route to the near side of the field to number 15, who's got him across the midfield stripe and up to the opposing 42-yard line. Sanders looking to throw again. Steps back and has his tight end over the middle of the field, who's wide open. He's going to have 20 yards there. So Clovis moving quickly, and they got this freak route to Torres. Looks like the defense was expecting the run. Sanders was eyeing that route up the whole time. So Clovis on the 1-yard line, coming out in a 5-wide formation. Sanders gonna scramble, throwing to the close side of the, or middle of the field, and he's got number 19 for the touchdown. Got a flag down, however. Looks like this might be on. Oh, illegal touching. I don't see that one too often. So really no penalty on the play besides wiping the touchdown off the board. Clovis still on the 1-yard line. Spartans pack the line. Clovis gonna throw. And Sanders has to get rid of this one. Sanders still looking to throw. And Colwell gets through for the sack. So with no timeouts remaining, that's going to end the game. Winning it for the Spartans. Coldwell is going to get that game ball for sure, folks. So the Spartans win that NFC Championship rematch at home, 20-13. Thanks for watching. That'll be all for me, folks.